Hey, I was thinking of trying markers today. I've never done markers before, but I did get a huge pack of markers from Colorista. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just got them, so I'm testing them. I got these art markers, watercolor markers, the shiny markers, acrylic markers. I was thinking of starting with watercolor markers. Since I have a background in watercolor, I think that will go good. I'm starting with watercolor markers. They're water-based and water-soluble. They have two tips, a brush tip and a fine tip. The selection of colors is actually quite nice because it has a lot of pinks and a lot of blues, and those are the colors that I usually use. They are transparent, so you can mix colors and combine different colors to get textures and different tones. But I found it very difficult to control the blooms and the water. So maybe I was using too much water, or maybe I'm using them completely wrong. I'll never know. Out of the three, they turned out to be my least favorite. Next, let's try the paint markers or acrylic markers. They are water-based acrylic paint. They are fully opaque but are water-soluble, and you can use them on multi-surfaces, which is pretty handy, and I'm already thinking about maybe painting something on my furniture. I did already have some Posca pens and one Darby acrylic pen. I haven't used them. I just bought them on an impulse and never used them. So I combined all of that into this drawing. Firstly, it started a bit strange because the Colorista markers have 3mm tip, and it was very hard or annoying to, feel every inch of the pretty big cat head that I decided to paint. But later on, I actually quite enjoyed the fine tip. This is painted on a cover-up. Acrylic paint is underneath. And it's really amazing how well it covers. It's fully opaque, it's smooth, and the result is kind of flat. And I'm usually more for textures and different depths of the colors, but I don't think that you can get those with acrylic markers. The great thing is, if you make a mistake, you can just cover it. And the biggest discovery for me was the white acrylic pen. I always wondered how people get the white crispy details, and this is how, and I'm loving it. As far as the difference in markers, I kind of feel that Colorista and Posca are pretty much the same. Posca does have the bigger tip, and Colorista is maybe better for little details. I didn't quite like the Darby one. It was really difficult to layer. It kind of took it a long time to dry, and you can still see the strokes. And let's try the alcohol markers, and I really love the colors. They're alcohol based. Obviously they have dual tips as well, so the brush one and the fine one. They're semi-transparent. I really wasn't sure what to do with them. I didn't expect much. I decided to paint a cat, which is a safe zone for me. And unexpectedly, I fell in love with alcohol markers. They layer beautifully. You can see the strokes, you can see the layers, and it gives it a lot of texture, which is something that I like. I finished it with color pencils to give it some more textures. And I really need to buy more alcohol markers because this is a revelation. Thank you for watching, and if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing. I make stuff like this every Monday, and if you subscribe, it helps with the algorithm. Bye!